now let's meet the starters. First, for Terrafirma Dyip. A 6'6" center from Taytay Rizal, number 18, Joseph Gabayni. A 6'5" forward from Manila, number 0, Roosevelt Adams. A 6'7" forward from Cebu City, number 17, Aldrich Ramos. A 6-foot guard from General Santos City, number 23, Bon Batilier. And a 5'10" guard from Mandaluyong City, number 5, Wami Hyungson. Head coach for Terrafirma is John Capdel. And now the starters for the Meralco Bulls. A 5'11" guard from Davao City, number 10, John Pinto. A 6'1" guard from Quezon City, number 1, Aaron Black. A 6'2" forward also from Quezon City, number 19, Bong Quinto. A 6'4" forward from Midsayap, North Cotabato, number 12, Mac Bello. And a 6'8" center from Orion, Bataan, number 20, Raymond Almazan. Head coach for Meralco is Norman Black. Our referees for this game, Sherman Mirena.
And our starting lineups for this game, Terrafirma with Hyungson, Batelier, Gabayni, Ramos, and Adams. For Meralco, it's Pinto, Black, Almazan, Bello, and Bong Quinto. So Vince, we see that Meralco is not coming out with their entire team as they have some players out for because of safety and health protocols. But of course, this tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. As the first possession of the ball game goes to Terrafirma, with Gabayni handling the basketball right now, passes it to Batelier. Batelier finds Ramos. Ramos drives left, shoots that short jumper, makes it. First shot goes in for Terrafirma.
Aldrich Ramos just making a career out of making those outside jumpers. You shoot the mid-range all the way out to the 3-ball.
Aaron Black gets it to Almazan. So Meralco, Vince, they don't have Chris Newsom this game, as well as a couple of other players.
Yeah, Cliff Hodge. They're gonna miss both those guys, I'm sure, big time.
Black shoots a three-pointer. Too strong that three-pointer. Rebound goes to Terrafirma, and loose ball foul is called.
Roosevelt Adams goes up high. You know, going back to the guys who are going to be missing for Meralco, Hodge and Newsom, I mean, for me, those guys really bring it every single game. I mean, you know what to expect, and that's 100% from them every time they step on the court. So Coach Norman Black is really going to miss their services today.
Batelier now has a basketball for Terrafirma. As Adams is handling the basketball, gets it to Ramos, who just made a shot earlier. Quick steal by Pinto, Nards Pinto.
Just playing the passing lane. Quick to react, gets his hand in there, and gets that steal.
So Meralco gets on the board with their first 2 points. As Thompson still looking for the basketball, as Batelier finds the seam, drops it off to Gabayni, and Gabayni just loses the basketball out of bounds.
You know, the pass was just a little bit behind Gabayni. You can't really blame him so much. It was just a little bit too far to his right, as we see Nards Pinto get that steal and sail in for the easy deuce.
As Meralco now has a basketball, Bong Quinto drives inside, nice drive, battle for the loose ball. Still with Almazan, Pinto gets it back, saves it.
Nice steal.
Finds Pinto, but still 4 seconds on the shot clock. Meralco doesn't have a lot of time. Pinto hits that fadeaway.
And we talked about it just a while ago. Nards Pinto taking over for where Chris Newsom leaves off, and he's really aggressively, like we said, looking for his shot, looking for his offense. You back off of him, he'll make you pay.
There's probably a 20-point gap that he has to fill in this game because of Chris Newsom and Cliff Hodge being out. So he's come out aggressive so far, right?
Look at Bon, but they're really a strong character. We look at this nice, actually pretty decent defense by Wami Chongson, cutting off Nards. And that's really what you want to do when you're on defense. You want to make the offense turn. He did that, but there's a better play by Nards, turning around, getting one foot shot, and looking pretty good. As we look at Aaron Black, who looks to be grimacing.
Supposed to be injured. I don't know what happened to him. We'll see if he's okay. But again, for Pinto, there's a saying, good defense, better offense on that possession.
Nice.
As Black looks like he hit his head.
No, I think it's something to do with his hand or his wrist or something. Didn't really see exactly what happened to him, but let's just pray he's okay.
As Batelier hits 2 free throws for Terrafirma to tie the ball game up, and Ito wants to post up against Adams. Ito finding a seam, gets that shot to go, but too weak.
He's giving up a lot of inches going against Adams. Had a good move there, but he missed the shot.
Batelier shoots that floater. Soft touch for Bonbon.
I just love those guys who are always aggressive, who are always attacking, and that's exactly what Bonbon did there.
Ito still trying to find his offense, now finds that left side of the court for that easy layup.
Again, aggressively looking for those seams. Ito freeing himself there, finishes with the offhand.
Batelier against Nards Pinto. Directing traffic. Trying to find Wami. Wami finally touches the basketball, looking for Aldrich inside. Ramos posting up against Bello, has the height mismatch. Shoots that fadeaway again. Gets in a roll.
How do you stop that? I mean, he's 6'6". He can back you down just a bit. Creates a little bit of space. That's all he needs. He just goes straight up. He's got very feathery touch.
And he has that high release point that's pretty hard to block.
Right.
Even if you're a tall player. As Ito again tried to drive against Adams. Bello shoots that three-pointer. Short, but Bong Ito is there to pick up the rebound. Pinto shoots that three. No go again for Meralco. As Wami Johnson handling the basketball for Terrafirma. Terrafirma has an early lead here, 8-6, early in the first quarter.
Let's see if Whammy Chonks can get his offense going again.
Wami drives inside, shoots that fadeaway.
Yeah, see, even that one, that's a tough shot. I mean, good defense.
As Ginto dunks the basketball, that forces a timeout from Terrafirma. Didn't expect that.
What an explosion by Ginto there, going straight to the rack. Let's look at it once again. Good pass there. Look at Ginto flying high and throwing it down.
All right, and as we see that replay from Ginto, quick 30-second timeout from Terrafirma, as Ginto's been playing so aggressively here earlier in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, definitely going hard to the basket. He tried to back down Roosevelt Adams. He beat his man off the dribble, on the left side, stretching out for that nice offhand layup. And this last one was a beautiful dunk. I didn't know he had that in him.
And from what I've seen so far, I think Meralco sees a mismatch between him and Adams. They've been attacking Adams every single play.
Yeah, I think that's where the injury happened to Aaron Black, where he's grabbing his arm. Not sure exactly still what happened, but
he's still looking at his hand, so hopefully he's okay.
Let's just pray he's nothing serious.
As Batelier has a basketball for Terrafirma. Let's see what they drew up after that timeout. Batelier almost loses the basketball, finds some space. Adams drops it off to Gabayni. Gabayni fakes it, tries to draw the foul. No call by the referee. Pinto running down court against Yongson.
Good pass.
Finds Karam short jumper. That is good for Karam.
That was a in-progress decision there by Nards Pinto. He was up in the air thinking shoot, and then there's just too many people. Okay, pass.
But good recognition by Pinto, seeing Karam was there.
Yes.
And Pinto gives up a foul against Batelier as Meralco takes a 2-point lead off of that jump shot by Anjapano.
He's getting a little too close to Bonbon Batelier. And here's Calvo. We've seen some exciting plays from him as well. Again, an exciting lineup for this Terrafirma team. A lot of people have underestimated the power of the Dyip this conference. These guys surprising and shocking the world behind the heroics, mostly of Whammy Chongson, but they got a solid lineup.
As JP Calvo uses that Gabayni screen, gets it to Adams. Ball is a bit slippery as Ginto gets it. Ginto drives again inside, misses the layup though. As Pinto gets the offensive rebound, Ginto again draws the foul this time against Adams.
I mean, there's a lot of things that just happened right there, but it was all predicated on effort right there. Ginto goes hard, misses it. Nards Pinto recovers it somehow amongst two other green shirts, gets the ball back to him. He pump fakes against two bigger guys and gets that foul. So just great effort there by the two gutsy guards. Quinto with 4 points, make it 5 points already.
I try not to speak about free throw percentages.
Yeah, they blamed. I've been blamed.
A lot of times.
Why did you say I was so good and then I missed? Okay, next time you're terrible. No, just kidding.
I just try not to talk about their
Yes.
percentages, but
Okay.
Quinto makes
I'll do it. Blame me.
is 1 of 1.
One
Let's
of
try
one. He
this.
hasn't
Let's
missed
try
one
it.
yet. He hasn't missed the entire day.
Oh God, if I
There you
did.
go. There you go.
As Meralco takes a 4-point lead off of 6 points so far by Bong Quinto and McCarthy's in the ball game. Calvo gets it, finds a lane,
Yeah.
draws the foul against Karam.
He had the step on Karam, and Karam tried to close him off and impeded his progress. Very easy call for referees to make. He knows it. He's gonna once again boom. You know, it's pretty easy when you're going one direction. All of a sudden, you just kind of veer to the right or veer to the left. They'll wonder why.
Obvious foul by Andrew Karam as Calvo gets the first free throws for Terrafirma in this ball game. But misses the first one. As MGR comes into the ball game,
Yes.
subbing out for subbing Gabaini out.
For me, MGR is just an X factor for Terrafirma as far as if he plays well, they play well. If he doesn't, they struggle. So, you know, you just gotta, you know, take the good with the bad with the way he performs sometimes. But what I do like about him is he's going, you know, in the right direction. He keeps improving game by game. Again, coming out of a system where he was at, where he wasn't asked for at all to even take shots. Now they want him to look for his offense. So you can see his offense, his confidence, it's all kind of coming to the fore. Woo!
As Bong Quinto hits that shot by switching hands in midair. Bong Quinto, 8 points now in this ball game. As Adams just shoots a 3-pointer, too strong. Jackson gets a rebound. So Meralco running this time. Jackson finds Quinto. Quinto
He thought about it.
thought about it. Heat check time for Bong Quinto as Mac Bello loses it. Calvo races for the basketball, and let's see where that ball goes.
I think it's going to be retained by Terrafirma. Again, some wild and woolly action.
As Bong Quinto, what a layup by Quinto on display. Look at this.
Nice shot.
Drives
Look at that.
right, uses the
Opposite.
left.
Was nice. Again, Meralco really fighting to keep that top 2 spot. But again, they haven't played in some time, so they're going to have some quick turnarounds as far as their schedule goes. They got another 48-hour deal, and they have their next game. So it's not an easy thing. Their health, their legs especially, are going to be really put to the test.
As Almazan gets that pass from Karam, so pretty easy shot for Raymond Almazan as Meralco now has a 7-point lead. Calvo in the ball game, asking for that screen, drives it, shoots that floater. No go for
So
Calvo.
the little guy gets the rebound too.
McCarthy
Yeah, it's too tight.
has a tight pass to MGR, so Meralco gets the ball back. Malik C is in the ball game now for Meralco.
Yes, instant offense. Elaine.
Jackson looking for Karam. Karam shoots that 3, too strong. Almazan gets the basketball, gets fouled by McCarthy.
Yep. That was a smart move by Raymond Almazan. Nice veteran move. Felt the contact, heard the whistle, and just threw it up. So at least they could say he's in the act of shooting.
Gets
See
the
it
foul
once
call.
again. Yeah, I mean, it's just a smart move right there as we look at that nice pass, an easy deuce there by Raymond. He's really, I think, the tallest guy on the court, especially with guys like Gabaini out.
All right, and we have a timeout, and this one's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And we're back to the ball game as Meralco playing without Chris Newsom in this ball game. But in their previous game, he was minus 26 in his 29 minutes.
You know, we know Chris Newsom to be the most, one of the most prolific and athletic scorers in this league. Really exciting. In fact, he had that wonderful game-winning drive against Magnolia, and really, spurred his team on to victory. Obviously there, but again, he took a dip. Again, it's always about the I call it the chess match. The coaches will always change it up, give you different looks, give you many different looks sometimes. I don't know if that's a well. If we're in baseball, that's called a balk, but I don't know what you call it.
That kind of confused me too. That was a fake on a free throw.
Why you would want to do that at this juncture, unless it was slippery and it just slipped out of your hands, but
I mean, just see a smile from Raymond.
Yeah, well, again,
he knew messed up.
You wonder what was going on there, because you just basically took away your opportunity to make an extra point, which is kind of the name of the game in this sport.
As Ramos hits another long two-pointer.
He's just so deadly. I don't care what team you put him on. He's going to be effective because of the way he plays at that height. He's able to get those shots off.
He's a big man that can space the floor, and you can never have too much of those, right?
Correct.
And Meralco trying to drive inside. Malik C loses the basketball, and seems like Calvo tapped it out of bounds.
One thing you can never not expect from Alim Malik C is him to go hard and look for his offense.
And he needs to find his offense in this game without some help from Chris Newsom and Hodge, as Bello just shoots that as shot clock is winding down. Calvo gets it. Driving inside, hangs in the air, gets blocked by Jackson, and the ball will stay. Let's see. Let's see
what timing. Great timing by Jackson there. Foil that attempt by Calvo. Was really looking to see if he can get a foul. But look at this. Nothing doing. Jackson meets him at the top. Denied. Send back to sender.
Perfect timing by Jackson. But, they get the ball back. So Meralco gets to stop on that possession as Jackson finds Karam. Karam and Ugnatan is in the court. Ugnatan instantly shoots a right floater. Almazan is there. Almazan just powers his way inside.
I think that one was
Malik
C. Again, not known for doing a lot of power moves inside, more of a mid-range to outside shooter, but he's tall enough. He can get those shots off.
McCarthy draws a foul on the other end, as they need McCarthy for those points, as he's one of their designated scorers. We're talking about Terrafirma, as Malik C. That's why I confused him for Almazan on that play. That looked like an Almazan play.
Exactly. He's vastly improved. And speaking of vastly improved, the other guy who came over from San Miguel, aside from MGR, McCarthy, well, I've always said it, I love those guys who play with a little chip on their shoulder, because they have something to prove, and they're really working hard to prove that, hey, I can play on a incredibly high level here in this league, and I deserve the respect.
As McCarthy makes the second free throw, and Camson is in for Terrafirma. He played very well also in this last game.
Wow, points off turnovers, 9-0 in favor of Meralco.
And speaking of turnovers, Karam just loses it against Calvo, so active defense by Calvo. Karam turning the ball over. Gabaini back also in the game, so MGR, just a quick few minutes for MGR, and he's back to the bench.
I expected a little bit of rustiness, I guess you could say, from Meralco. The last game was September 3, so it's been some time since they've had, competitive action, but really showing no real ill effects of that early on.
As Camson just tries to power his way inside, as Pasaol gives up that foul, so it's two heavyweights going at each other on that possession.
That's another really exciting player in this league for the Bolts, Pasaol. I enjoy watching him. It's always an adventure, because you never know what you're going to get.
He's a fireball. He's gonna give you a lot of points in,
Yeah.
in a short time, but you're gonna get a lot of other things from Alvin Pasol. As Kamson misses the first free throw. So Terrafirma so far, they've missed a couple of free throws. As
And make
Kamson.
it's more than a couple now. Now we can call it a few. So something they need to work on, focus on. Although guys like Eric Kamson have been playing excellent basketball as of late as well.
Alexi posting up against McCarthy. Alexi tries to shoot that fadeaway, hits
Right
that
above.
fadeaway, just right above
That's
McCarthy.
exactly what I was talking about. Ali Maliksi has got the length to just shoot over a lot of the defenders that he reaches. He looks really good.
McCarthy pulls up for three, too strong. Jackson gets it, foot race towards the basket. Jackson, the fastest one out of all of them, gets that layup to go.
That's a very nice play there by Jackson. I mean, he actually was behind the two players on the foot race. Just showed off his speed there, really zooming off to that dos.
As we have Zelda driving, finding that right lane, hits that layup.
Now here's a guy who was a best player not too long ago, I think 3 games ago. And
He
you know,
picked up the slack for Wami.
we're expecting good things from him. He had a bit of a dip in the last game, but again, you know, their last game they really went against a team that was playing excellent defense. You know, Northport definitely had their number. They were well scouted, so it was rough going just getting a shot off.
We'll be back after this timeout as Meralco leads it by 9, 23-14. This is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. And we are back here in the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Andre Go with Vince Hizon, as we're going to be talking about Andreas Cahilig, who you know, does all the dirty work for his team. They're missing his effort. 7 points, 6.4 rebounds. After that, pretty bad injuries, not playing in this game as well.
Yeah, it was definitely a big deal for him, coming down hard on that ankle, and I think it was they called it a compound type of sprain, where it actually affects both the outer and the inner part of the sprain. So it takes some time, but it eventually does heal. Just, you know, you just gotta wait for it.
As Alain Maglixi goes the other way, shoots fade away again, and gets it to go down. MTR back in the ball game, now handling the basketball. McCarthy still looking for that three-pointer, too strong once again. Comes on, battling for the loose ball.
There's Maliksi again.
Maliksi comes up with that rebound. Pinto handling it, asking for a screen from Pasaol. Let's see where they go here. Jackson against Zelda. Pasaol, he likes the shot, shoots that three-pointer.
Online, just a little bit short.
As Terrafirma gets a basketball. Terrafirma looking for some offense. Let's see where they will find it. This possession comes on. Looking for MGR. Gabaini shoots that floater. Finds a way to get that one to roll in.
That was real nice there. Gabaini showing off his soft touch. Again, he's a big dude. Got a lot of weight behind those, you know, those picks that he gives, especially. But he showed he has a feathery touch from outside as well.
Nathan looking for Maliksi. Maliksi has been hitting those mid-range jumpers. Almost gets that one to go once again.
In and out.
Zelda handling it. Pulls up for three. That goes in for Zelda.
Good to see he's responding well after the quote-unquote subpar performance of last game. But I really felt they played excellent defense on him. but he's aggressively looking for those shots.
And we're down to the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Meralco.
Ooh.
Bad pass by Nards Pinto as MGR driving inside, trying to find his offense. Shoots that floater, does he get it to go? Meralco gets the loose ball. Last 17 seconds. Jackson thought about it. Gets it back to Pinto. Pinto to Pasaol. And Meralco's going to pull it back for their last shot.
8 seconds. High pick and roll with Nards and Pasaol, and there was a foul to give, so MGR gives it up.
25 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter, as Meralco has a 6-point lead. Anjo Karam comes in for this last play as Wami Chongson also comes in for Terrafirma. Pinto to Karam, and they give up another foul. This time it's Chongson with the foul on Karam with 3.2 seconds remaining. Pinto finds that three-pointer, shoots it, too strong, and that was online. And that is it for our first quarter. Meralco leads it against Terrafirma, 25-19. We'll be back in a bit. This is the PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Back to the ball game as we're seeing Terrafirma down 5 points against Meralco, 26 points, 25-19. And Terrafirma still finding a rhythm, still looking for a rhythm in this ball game. What have you seen so far in the first quarter?
Well, there's a lot of good things that Terrafirma is doing. You know, they're working hard on getting that ball to their main scorers. But again, I got to give credit to Meralco for really putting the clamps on guys like Chongson, especially not giving him any good looks. I mean, he has no points, no rebounds, no assists thus far. So, you know, we know what he is capable of, but they're just not giving him the chances.
As Maliksi hits another shot, this time a three-pointer to give them a 9-point lead as Terrafirma lagging behind in the field goal stats. Only 7 field goals for them, 12 already for Meralco.
Maliksi already with 9 points in the ball game.
Belda tries to hit back with a three-pointer of his own. Gabayni gets a loose ball, finds a way to tap it on, throw it off of Maliksi's foot.
Eileen Maliksi with 9 points in 6 minutes of action. Look at this pass once again from Nards Pinto. You can see a nice shot there, good action.
He was running down already after letting go of that three-pointer, so Maliksi knew it was going to go in.
And he's doing well from other aspects as well. He's got 3 boards, so you can tell he's fired up. He's showing a lot of energy.
Belda shoots that jumper over Almazan. That's not an easy jumper to shoot. And he gets someone to go.
Again, so many weapons for both of these teams. I think the more proven is the guys from Meralco, but that's what's nice about watching Terrafirma. You're watching history in the making. These guys improving game by game. Some guys, somewhat quote-unquote unknowns, really playing hero roles.
That was Almazan, and correction, that was Calvo who had that jumper over Almazan in their last possession. As Gabayni just powering himself inside, just using that heft.
Big boy, not to be denied. Like I said, he is strong enough to, you know, compete with the likes of like a Junmar or a Christian Stan Hardinger as far as strength goes. Not as tall, but he's definitely got that strength.
Calvo finds Camson. Calvo drives baseline, finds Wami. Wami thought about it, shoots a short jumper. Instead finds Gabayni inside. What a beautiful pass by Yongson.
Again, the thing that's really wonderful to watch as well, like with Whammy Chongson's game, is the growth of him playing decoy, because he already knows he's a target. So now he'll play the decoy role, get other guys involved, give them the rock. He's not a selfish player.
As Pinto wants to post up against Calvo. Finds Karam. Karam shoots that shot. That's his shot. Makes that three-pointer.
Nice shot there by Karam. That'll be his 5th point in the ball game. And another guy who could really spread the court for the Bolts.
Jongson now with basketball against Karam. Finds MGR. MGR takes it out to Kamsong. Kamsong can hit
Yes,
this.
he definitely can.
And he does so on that play. So back-to-back three-pointers by both teams.
I mean, if you want to talk about, like, I call them the killers, the guys who will go for the throat, the jugular, and really try to, you know, eke out those W's for their team, especially for the Jeep. I'll have to put Kamson way up there, high on that list, because when it comes to big shot taking and making, he's always there.
And Kamson with a hand in his face, knocks down that three-pointer. On the other hand, Pinto was called for an offensive foul, warding off Calvo. So Terrafirma gets the ball back. MGR handling it against Ginto, who played so well in that first quarter. MGR drives, finds Ramos this time. Ramos comes in for Gabayni. Comes on again, tries to go for another three, short this time. Ginto now handling it for Meralco. Ginto was aggressive in that first quarter. Now pulling it back, wants to go against Ramos. Steps back, shoots that jumper.
Ooh, in and out.
In and out for Bong Ginto. As MGR looking for somebody to pass the ball to. Comes on, drives. Finds Calvo. Calvo looking for his shot. He's strong. Ginto again with another board.
So generally, most defenses that I've noticed in the past few games have basically said, okay, Terrafirma, you can beat us, but it's not going to be Whammy Chongson who's going to beat us. It's got to be other guys. So I guess that's the challenge for the Jeep. Who else is going to step up aside from Whammy Chongson? Because you know once he gets the ball and he's open, it's practically a sure two. But who are the other guys who can fill in those gaps that, you know, he's not able to do right now? Because, you know, the guy is being hounded wherever he goes. It doesn't matter if he's like even 40 feet away from the basket. There's always a guy there.
So let's see who will step up for Terrafirma in this ball game, as Ginto is back at the line and trying to go for double digits already this early in the second quarter.
I like that name, Kier.
Here. You don't hear that every day.
That's not exactly. If you look at Eric Kamson, go to the bench after a pretty good stint on the court. 3 points, 2 boards for him.
Kier John Ginto. Also known as Bong. I don't know where you get the Bong from, the Kier John.
My name is Kier John, but just call me Bong.
Bong.
Sure.
But he already has 9 points. Can't blame me for that one. I was just calling out his points.
Not my fault. Kier?
It's not
Andre
Andre's
said
fault.
it, not me.
No, I just said your name. But we have another foul called against Meralco. That's just their first team foul though. As Hugnatan is in the ball game along with Almazan for the Meralco Bolts. So Hugnatan, H-Just Wonder, still playing.
Well, he's invented and reinvented his game so many times and really added so many different aspects that really expanded his game, especially in the outside area. So again, he's the lefty that you do not want to leave open when it's big shot time as well.
Speaking of games, Ramos hits another short jumper. And Ginto gets it now against Calvo. Finds Jackson. Jackson shoots that three. That is good for Jackson.
Yeah.
Meralco hitting their 3-pointers this quarter.
Action Jackson. Got that steal a while ago. Zoomed past everybody. Now he hits the 3. Meralco's an exciting team.
Wami finds it. Always a man on Wami. Aldrich finds Gabayni with a mismatch inside. Loses it. Actually, that goes in his favor as Hugnatan just mistimed it.
Smart move. He actually was fronting Karam there.
Terrafirma keeping it close, 37-32. with a little bit over 7 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Ugnatan again,
Too big.
big against Calvo.
Using that right hand there, his offhand supposedly, but just as effective.
Ramos finds Chongson again.
See if they can get Whammy going. It looks like they're going to give him another high pick.
Wami shoots
That's
that
the kind of
free throw
shot
line
that he
jumper.
makes. Exactly. You get him in those situations right there. Just give him a step, and he can get that shot off. And he's having difficulty because, he's not the biggest guy in the world. He's only like 6'1" maybe. So the guards, when they come at him, they're generally the same height or taller, and they're only giving him maybe a half step or even less. He needs that full step to really get that shot off comfortably.
But when he does, though,
It's money. It's money
that's
in the
money.
bank.
That's gonna go in. But
Oh man, just pay the Jeep driver right there, 'cause that's you know what's
it's your
happening.
pasaje.
There you go.
Pamasahe, I mean.
Piso lang.
As Gabayni gets called for a foul on the other end as they were trying to go inside to Raymond Almazan.
That's what you call play defense with your hands, and that's where the fouls will come, and then I think he'll get a warning for resentment to a call. He's still mouthing off a little bit. He better watch out. Don't want to get teed up.
Jackson gets it to Ginto. Ginto is just playing so aggressively in this ball game, using all the moves as our Almazan again
Ooh,
tries to go for that one-legged
look
fadeaway.
like Nowitzki.
Trying to go for that Dirk fadeaway.
He really popularized that. I mean, and now everybody's doing it.
A lot of people are doing it off of the dribble now, because Dirk used to do it on the post.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it off the fast break.
A couple games ago, I even saw Paul Lee do a three-pointer off of it, and he made it.
And he hit
like,
that basket.
What a guy. Sorry, but back in my day, my coaches would have yanked me out of that game faster than you could blink. What are you doing shooting a 1-foot three-pointer?
But now if you can make it, you're staying in the ball
Who
game.
cares? Oh, great shot, great shot.
And Gyeongsun trying to find this offense here in the second quarter. Gets to the line.
That's one of those that coaches will go, no, no, no. Good shot, good shot, good shot.
That's the stories I heard about my dad back in the day when he was playing in the PBA.
Oh, your dad had all good shots, no matter where they were from or what was happening.
And it
Well,
was,
in his mind anyways, especially, they're all good shots.
and it was Coach Norman of all coaches back in the day who would say that he's the type of player you would say no. Then when he makes it, you're like, yes.
Yes.
That's okay.
Correct.
That's a good shot. So that's
He
the
had
norm
one
now.
of the most elegant three-pointers as well. Very effective, and he had that high release like you talk about.
It looked a bit like Larry Bird. That
No,
shot.
much better.
much better. Much better.
We don't like Larry Bird around these parts.
That's Ugnatan trying to post up. This is that hook shot, trying to ask for that foul. That's Calvo. Calvo looking for MGR. MGR finally finds a lane, hits that floater, and Terrafirma has tied this ball game up at 39.
You know, that's where MGR is most effective, in the open court, filling those fast break lanes. Nice drop off there by Calvo, and a good finish there by MGR.
And that forces a timeout by Meralco. We'll be back. This time it's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And speaking of offense, this guy is better off the bench. That's a question we're asking off of Alain Maliksi. And was asking me only had 3 points with 4 turnovers, but now he already has 9 in this ball game.
Maliksi is often the scorer for Meralco off the bench, but he was given that starting role against TNT. experiment didn't really work out so well, so they got him off the bench again today, and he's responded well.
He's one of those scorers off the bench that you need. Instant offense. As Ginto wants to post up against MGR, finds Jackson. Hit a three-pointer earlier. Couldn't handle the ball this time. Good defense by JP Calvo.
Yes, the Dyip have really turned up their game. They're playing good defense there. They're on a 7-0 run. Uh-oh, not the guy you want to leave open.
Probably
too long,
surprised that he was that open. Easy fast break by Ginto. Finds Hamito for that easy right-hand layup.
I think Meralco dodged a bullet there. You do not want to give Whammy Chongson a clean look and confidence.
I think that was the most open look he's had
in like 4 games.
4 games. I was kind of surprised. Like, wow, nobody's here on me. Thompson using that Ramos screen against Bello. Finds Gabayni inside. Nice pass. Just misses that layup, but Ramos is there for the putback. No, Gabayni again inside. Draws a foul.
Toughness personified. Gabayni and Aldrich working hard inside. Aldrich claiming he got fouled a little bit, but it was Joseph Gabayni who gets that offensive rebound, goes up strong amidst all the duress and contact, still able to get that foul.
What do you think has happened here in the second quarter with Terrafirma, as they've already tied this game, even though they're down by 2 now?
I think it's just they're executing better. I think Meralco has left the door open a few times, leaving some of the wrong guys open. And this guy's capitalizing. Look at that, shooting very well. Free from the field, 4 out of 4. They'll work on them free throws, though.
I like that. As the moment we say he's shooting very well, as MGR hits that ball off the backboard and goes the other end, tries to get that layup to go. Still has the basketball. Gets it to McCarthy. McCarthy thought about it.
I think he should have shot. Oh, Gabayni wide open.
Nice pass to Gabayni, and he gets fouled by Ginto.
That will be a shooting foul. They're trying to claim he fouled him when he was coming down.
But what a block on the other end by MGR. What you thought was an open layup, he just hits it off the backboard.
Above the rim. He not only got up high, he got up high so fast. Ball's gone, bye-bye. Clean block, clean as they come.
Gives his team a chance at the line, but Gabayni misses the first one. So 3 straight misses for Gabayni.
But Gabayni's given them a good lift. Both him and Ramos, 8 points and 3 boards apiece. So they're doing pretty good.
Finally hits his first free throw of this ballgame, 1 out of 4 for Joseph Gabayni. As Nards Pinto is back into the ballgame for Meralco, trying to find Maliksi, who wants to post up again. He's hit a couple of shots at the post. Using the left, now going for another left-handed fadeaway. Bounces out this time as Gabayni gets that rebound again.
Ginto tried to reach in.
Calvo almost loses the basketball. And he does so. The ball will go back to Meralco.
That's painful when your point guard makes a ball handling error like that. But again, we're playing, Meralco's playing a game minus 2 of their biggest stars, Cliff Hodge and Chris Newsome. So good accounting of themselves thus far. Let's see if they can sustain.
Ginto finds Bello inside. Bello loses it, finds Ginto. That was a lucky bounce after losing the basketball.
I think it was one of those where Mac Bello tried to do a power dribble, and it was too powerful for his own good. It slipped out of his own hand.
Good thing it found Ginto, and Ginto gets rewarded for finding the basketball, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Kier to the line.
Makes the first one. We can call him 3 names. Kier, John, or Bong.
Well, I don't want to call him KJ, because he's definitely not a killjoy. He's doing really well. 10 points for him. 80% from the free throw stripe.
Makes both free throws for Bong Ginto. Gives Meralco a 3-point lead.
You call him Bong, I'm going to call him Kier. I just like Kier. I think that's the coolest name.
It's a very classy name. Yeah. McCarthy steps back, looking for a shot. Still hasn't gotten anything.
Nice.
Goal, finds Gabayni again. Gabayni misses again. Put back for Gabayni. No go.
Wow. Sorry missed there for Joseph, and he knows it. But those plays right there are where I'm very, very positive Cliff Hodge would have been involved in foiling. But without his services today, looks like Joseph Gabaini is going to have an easier time, I guess.
As another foul is given up by Meralco as we head to a timeout. And we'll be back in a bit. This timeout's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Back to the ball game as you see your favorite player so far, Kier.
Yeah, you know, I had to look up Kier, and after discovering that the name Kier actually is, it's from a Gaelic language, and its meaning is the Dark One. So I'm not messing with this guy. He's the Dark One. He doesn't look very dark at all, but he's definitely been
Playing like Batman in this game,
Yeah.
the Dark Knight, but Gabaini on the other end hits the shot plus the foul will go to the free throw line.
the Dark One.
I am the Dark One.
Don't mess with me.
But playing Bane on the other end, Gabaini definitely has the size of a Bane. Gets hit, gets
that
that
kid.
shot to go in.
Yeah, he's exciting. I really like Gabaini. He's been such a pleasant surprise for Terrafirma. For me, really manning the middle well. In previous games, he would have maybe lost control, maybe gets himself a little psyched out, you know, just loses focus. But he's really calmed down. Again, he realizes you got to play like a pro now. Every game is important. You got to keep your focus.
And we have our games on Saturday. We have the Meralco Bolts versus the Blackwater Bossing and the Alaska Aces against the Tropang Giga. For those two games on Saturday, September 18th, 2021, as Gabaini couldn't capitalize on that free throw, but they get the steal here. Zelda drives inside, hits that layup to give Terrafirma a 1-point lead.
Nice steal there. I think it was Bonbon Batilier who got the steal. Nice pass ahead to Zelda, who's you know, an underrated finisher. I think he's strong and he finishes very well. Look at this, Bonbon plays the passing lane, just throws it right ahead and lets then Zelda go chase it. Nice play for the Dyip.
As Meralco will have the basketball down 1 now after being up most of the game so far. So all set to bring it in.
Again, Meralco missing the services of Cliff Hodge and Chris Newsom for health and safety protocols.
So, oh, this is his shot. That corner three hits that three-pointer. Made a living
Yes.
in college hitting that corner three. Bringing it
Alvin.
into the PBA.
Well, I knew an Alvin that could shoot pretty good too, back in
It's
my
okay.
time.
As Terrafirma
Nice.
hits that lucky bounce.
No, that was good hands there. Long arm of Roosevelt Adams.
Ball game is tied 46. I think this is
Nice
the
steal by
deadlock
Zelda. Oh, good timing.
by Almazan, but they get the ball back. Masol drives inside. Loose ball goes to Pinto. Pinto shoots that short jumper, finds a way to get that ball to roll in.
Good effort there by the Bolts. Dodged the bullet because it looked like Terrafirma's really starting to gain the momentum here.
Zelda.
Oh,
Drives
nice.
inside, finds the
What a
seam.
play.
What a play by it. And then Zelda.
Everybody, including myself, and their dog thought that Zelda was going to pass that ball, but he just made a nice little cut towards the basket. He was wide open.
And that forces a timeout from Meralco as they want to lock it over with under a minute remaining here in the first half, 51 seconds remaining. And Zelda playing so well in these couple last few minutes.
Really good play by both teams, but Terrafirma is really on a surge right now, pushing Meralco to the hilt.
And we see Joseph Gabayni just doing a little bit of everything and all the dirty work so far for Terrafirma.
Well, they can call him Joseph the Worker because he is just going hard, getting offensive rebounds, not really forcing much, just showing everybody I'm the biggest, baddest dude on this court right now, and he's really effective.
Dominating inside, Joseph Gabayni playing very well with 11 points already with 6 rebounds, so almost a double-double.
That's good numbers. Again, without the presence of a Cliff Hodge inside, Joseph Gabayni really taking advantage of that situation.
Terrafirma's locked this game up at 48 apiece. As Meralco with 10 seconds on the shot clock gets it to Maliksi. Maliksi has been playing well. Drives inside, gets blocked. Bello has it. Bello finds the seam to get there to go in.
We talk about one of the most athletic guys who you don't, when you look at him, you say, nah, he can't do that. But then he does, you're like, wow. Such a great athlete, Mac Bello.
As Batelier draws the foul, so Terrafirma getting those foul calls and getting to the line. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Those plays could really reap benefits for them later on. They're really getting Meralco into some foul situations as well.
Batelier makes the first one, so he's perfect so far from the free throw line, and I said it.
Yes. You know, Meralco really, I thought, played a much better first quarter, and they jumped out to that lead 25-19 as we look at Bonbon's numbers. And you said it, not me. That's twice. But come second period, Terrafirma made their adjustments. You got to give credit to Coach Jonadel Cardell and his wards. Made some adjustments, and now they're winning the battle of the second quarter. So again, this is a chess match in many ways.
The game of runs so far.
Yes.
And Batelier will go up against Almazan.
Yeah, I think Terrafirma should think steal, because I don't think they're going to win the tip.
Batelier though has some hops. Let's see. But Raymond just has the height.
Yeah, by a mile.
By a lot.
Yeah.
As Karam has it, 17 seconds on the shot clock, 19 seconds on the game clock. So you think this is the last shot for Meralco in this first half. Karam finds Bello. Bello drives inside. And ball hits his knee, so the ball will go to Terrafirma for one last shot at taking the lead here in the first half.
Good quick hands by the Terrafirma defense. You have 5 seconds to get down court. Try to get a good shot off.
Zelda.
Oh, nice.
Shoots that three. Long three for Zelda. That doesn't go in as Meralco holds back Terrafirma from taking the lead, and they're clinging on to a 1 point lead here at the end of our first half. They lead 50-49. We'll talk about the halftime stats in a short while, but we'll be back. This is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. And this is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. You got Andre go together with Vince. He is on covering the games for today, and our halftime score: Meralco Balls 50, Terrafirma Dyip 49. And game of runs so far, Vince. And what did you see in this first half?
Well, like I said, the first quarter really was going the way of Meralco, especially by that guy's great inputs, Quito.
He played well in that first quarter and really carried Meralco. But on the other end, well, this guy, veteran presence.
Aldrich, always ever dependable, from about 14 to about 20 plus feet.
And speaking of dependable people on the offensive end, Alain Maliksi just showing us the package in the post using those left and right fadeaways. But in that second quarter, Joseph Gabaini just using his heft and his height and his weight in that second quarter to get to the line and to the scoring column.
Meralco really doesn't have the answers to the, the package that Gabaini brings to the table. He's just too big and takes up too much space.
So all the counters back with that three-pointer in that second quarter as Meralco found a way to actually stave off Terrafirma after Terrafirma held a 2-point lead. They managed to regain it, and these are our halftime stats brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
I mean, if you just look at the stats, you'd say, hey, Meralco's probably should be up by like, double digits. They got 13 to 5 second chance points, 11 to 2 points off turnovers, 10 to 2 fast break points. But you got to give credit to Terrafirma, just hanging right in there, shooting a decent percentage, 50%, and really clamping down when they needed to.
So Terrafirma hanging in there, just down by 1 point against the Meralco Bolts. And our leading scorers, Gabaini already with 11 for Terrafirma, with Zelda and Ramos behind with 9 and 8 apiece. Chongson and Batiller tied with 5. On the other end, Meralco 11 Quinto, Maliksi with 9, Almazan with 5, Karam and Jackson with 5 apiece.
Good numbers from both of them. And Gabaini also has 6 boards to go with it. So working on a double-double for today. Again, I think it's not impossible, especially minus the services is Meralco of Hodge and Newsome. So, it's going to be pretty much open for him to go for that double-double.
So let's see what Terrafirma does in the second half, or if will Meralco still stave them off and come away with a win. As we start the third quarter with the ball in Meralco's side. Pinto is in the ball game, as well as Almazan, Belo, Maliksi, and Quinto for Meralco. And for Terrafirma, we have Gabaini, Batiller, Adams, Chongson, and MGR for Terrafirma. And a quick early foul here in the third quarter against Terrafirma.
The Dark One continues his offensive onslaught, really taking over for where he stopped in the first half. Again, I was expecting Terrafirma to make some adjustments on him because he really super played well in the first half, no? But here he is. They post him up. They go against a smaller Bon, and he gets his way.
And if people are wondering, if they just tuned in, why he's called the Dark One, that's the meaning of Kier, right?
Yes, it's Scottish. He's from Scotland, Kier.
And he makes 1 out of 2 at the line. So that's Scottish, so I didn't know it was Scottish.
I didn't know it is either, but apparently there's a place. Sorry, I just Googled it. There's a place called Kier somewhere in the Philippines as well. I don't know.
But he's
some connection to that.
More commonly known as Bong Quinto.
Oh, just call him.
Boom. MGR finds Batiller, who drives baseline. Finds Gabaini with a no-look pass, just erased by Raymond Almazan.
Yes. Exactly what I was talking about a while. Oh, nice block
Speaking
there by
of
Roosevelt.
erasing a shot, Roosevelt Adams goes the other way, tries to go for a layup this time, loses the basketball.
Yeah.
Batiller is there, and he gets fouled by Maliksi.
That's one thing that Roosevelt needs to work on. Yes, he's got the athletic ability to go get those block shots. He can shoot those threes. But his ball handling skills are suspect when he gets in the open court. Particularly Gabaini, we talked about this. Heft versus height. Height wins on that battle.
Now athleticism wins on this battle as Adam just goes for it.
Yeah, he's got some good size. He's very athletic. Bon all the way to the hole, and what an explosion. Went from 0 to 100 in 0.1.
Batiller ties the ball game at 51. Pinto tries to go for the same thing on the other end. No go for him as Batiller drives inside, finds MGR. MGR shoots that floater, no go, and was bothered by Belo inside.
Gotta go a little harder. Oh, nice steal by Roosevelt. Gets knocked down.
Pinto all the time in the world, too strong. Loose ball goes to MGR, and Batiller just gets that easy layup for Terrafirma to give them a 2-point lead.
Bon just leaks out, sails in.
As
Stop at that Jeep.
now has a 2-point lead as Almazan now handling the basketball for Meralco. Pinto finds Bello. Bello likes the shot, hits it. Hits that three-pointer.
Again, he has the ability to shoot that long ball, but the question I've always had with Mac is, can you do it consistently? Because there's some games he's lights out, he doesn't miss. There's other games where like, what happened to his three-point shot? Let's see if today is the day where he starts making those consistent.
As Adams has it against Almazan. Botelier thought about it, gets it to Chongson. Chongson, second guesses, finds Adams. Adams gets blocked by Almazan.
Two big blocks by Raymond Almazan inside. That one against a longer, more athletic Roosevelt Adams. Let's see it once again. Good pump fake there by Roosevelt, but Raymond's been around the block too many times to fall for those fakes.
Great patience by Almazan. Finds Gabayni. Gabayni just shoots it with no time left on the shot clock. Battle for the loose ball. Looks like it will stay with Terrafirma.
I think that was the right call. I'm sure if we were in the last 2 minutes of this game, they'd review it, but the refs got there.
So good hustle by Roosevelt Adams, giving them a second chance on this possession with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Zelda now in the ball game. Uses that MGR screen. Finds MGR inside as Almazan bothered that shot once again.
That's 3 or 4 sorry misses by MGR around the basket. Got to be able to put those down.
Almazan finds Bello. Bello, I thought he was going to dunk it. Just goes for the easy layup.
I think it just got a little mistiming there.
He thought about it.
Definitely. The guy is incredible athlete.
As Gabayni now handing it off to Zelda. Zelda finds an open three. Too strong. Battle for the loose ball. Late Maliksi picks up the rebound. Pinto looking for Ginto, but Almazan finds him. High-low play. Easy layup. Doesn't go for Bong Ginto.
Sorry, missed there by Dirk one.
Jongson open three. That's his shot. Hits this three-pointer. So Jongson comes back on the other end. Knocks down the three.
Again, if you are Meralco, that's the guy you don't want to get hot, because he gets hot in a hurry. He scores in bunches. You can just ask San Miguel
and Ginebra. As Pinto misses that layup and fouls Roosevelt Adams.
Yeah, I think Nard's reaching in, trying to get the ball. Nothing malicious, but smacks Roosevelt in the face. Look at this once again. Nice three by Whammy. And that's the kind of attitude you have to have as players as well. He's your star. You got to get him involved. So a good job there by MGR to get their star involved.
Jongson already with 8 points in this ball game. Even though he doesn't get a lot of shots, finds a way to get to the scoring column as Zelda gets fouled. As he tried to do that play again where he fakes a handoff, goes for a layup.
Exactly. But going back to Whammy, he's one of those guys who I look at as he's effective, obviously, if you leave him wide open. But even if he doesn't have the ball, he can be very effective just by playing off the ball, playing decoy, leading guys out, getting other guys involved. There we look at the Mr. Energy.
Kahilig is out of the ball game.
Philip Kahilig, who's missing today got a bad wheel. His ankle. Ooh, that was almost a carry there.
Hopefully Andreas Kahilig is okay, as Ginto again being aggressive, just goes to the rim, draws the foul against Gabayni, and that's not an easy guy to push around.
Ginto's playing like such a baller today. Look at this, just attacking. 3, 4 blue shirts, right? 5 blue shirts all around him. Ginto just not to be denied. Steps across, takes the harm from Joseph Gabayni, and he goes right through it. Has a possibility of making a 3-point play.
That's not an easy guy to take a hit from, as Bong Ginto completes the bonus free throw, so he gets 3 points on the board for Meralco. As Meralco takes the lead back, 59-57. Almost a few minutes, 5 minutes have passed here in the third quarter. Chongson in the ballgame, he hit the three earlier in this game as Chongson finds a way to get that layup to go. He gets blocked again.
just the center of attention and attraction is Whammy Chonks. And every time he gets the ball, all of the lightning bolts come converging in.
Adam shoots that short two-pointer. That is too strong. Bello comes up with the rebound. Karam bringing the ball down for Meralco. Ginto again wants the basketball, this time against Zelda. Finds it.
Had it. Just couldn't handle it. But they had the opportunity. He's saying that should have been a bounce pass by Raymond Almazan. Again, learning as we go on. Again, also, you gotta, I just keep saying it, but it's so obvious. Meralco hasn't played a game since September 3. How long ago was that? I mean, these guys have just really had to wait around and let all of the protocols and all these things pass by, and now they're back, and they're looking pretty good. I expected not such a crisp first half, but I expected them to turn things up come second.
So Ginto gets called for that foul against Zelda. Terrafirma trying to find offense somewhere. Zelda finds Camson almost loses it. Nice pass to Ramos. Ramos just overshoots that layup, bothered by Almazan.
The length of Almazan and even Maliksi is getting into the heads of the Dyip.
Maliksi shoots that three-pointer. That is good for Alain Maliksi.
Wow. Alain Maliksi now with 12 points in the ball game. Nice, good shooting day for him.
Back to a 5-point lead for Meralco. Wami gets fouled by Adjo Karam.
Again, we talk about it already. It's a game of runs and a game of adjustments and a game of, you know, chess. One team makes a run, the other comes back. As we look at Alain looking aggressively for that shot. That's a pretty shot. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the guy's about 6'4", maybe a little bit more. Long arms. He shot that ball so high, so effortlessly. But again, I just look at both of these teams are so good, so well coached. I think, you know, whenever one team does one thing, the other team knows exactly what to do to counteract it. So it's just, you know, I just look at it, it's like a ping pong game. It just keeps going back and forth, adjustment after adjustment.
So let's see who will come out on top after a game like this as Jongsun hits 2 free throws. Wami is in double digits
Yes.
in this ball game, even though he's been hounded at every turn. Finds a way to get into the scoring column as Ginto again trying to find Almazan. Almazan gets the ball tapped away from him, and he didn't realize that the ball stuck to his hand.
Oops. I have the ball pala. What's this thing? Oh, it's a basketball.
It looked like the ball stuck to his left hip and left hand as he was going out of bounds, and he didn't notice it as McCarthy is in the ball game, but a steal by Karam off of the inbound.
That's painful. That's really painful.
So that was
but a great play by Zelda. I'm sorry, by Karam.
That was a turnover by Adams.
Can't have lazy passes. Meralco's too well coached. They'll take advantage of any mistakes.
Ramos wants it at the post. Hands it off to Wami.
Double teams.
Nice read by Karam to get that pass as Bello driving inside all the way alone. Tapped inside by Almazan.
Again, the athleticism of the Bolts really showing itself right here, and they've jumped out to a nice sizable lead, up by 7.
And we'll be back. We have a timeout called on the floor by Terrafirma, and this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Back to the ball game here in the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021 as we see Bonbon Batilier coming in with the Red Warrior mentality. With 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists so far in this ball game. Oh, that was in his previous ball game versus Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes.
But playing well again in this game.
Again, when their offense bogged down, Batilier was there to contribute double-digit scoring. You know, the challenge for this former UE Red Warrior is to find a way to do that double-digit output consistently. Let's see if he can do it.
As MGR is back in the ball game for Terrafirma, and they lose the ball again as Karam in the middle of that defensive possession again for Meralco.
Yes. He's been giving them a big lift, using basically his defense. So again, I always tell guys, you don't necessarily have to shoot, and always be you know, the hero in that sense on offense. You can really be a hero on the defensive end as well.
As McCarthy still trying to find some offense here in this ball game.
Terrafirma offense looking pretty stagnant, not enough player movement.
Zelda asking for that screen.
Another
Ball gets snapped
turnover.
away again by Karam, but
Almost. Oh, did they not quite completed it? Let's see if Rashawn will bail them out. Again, the offensive sets of the Jeep have just been stagnant. That's my word for it. It's not a lot of player movement that, you know, you would want to see.
As Karam is always in the middle of all those defensive possessions. What a block by Ramos.
Quinto
Finally
denied.
stops Quinto. Zelda turns on the boosters. That was Calvo.
Yes. Nice left-handed finish there for Calvo. Stops the bleeding a little bit.
So Terrafirma gets 2 points on that possession. Badly needed 2 points for Terrafirma as Karam tries to drive inside, losing the basketball, and Terrafirma comes away with a stop.
That was a nice jump there by Eric Amson. And he moved his feet very well, didn't foul, and forced Karam into a turnover. If you look at it, it was Aldrich Ramos who started it all with the block party. And there's Calvo to go the other way and challenge the bigs and finish strong with the left.
McCarthy still can't find his offense, but Kamson is there with the offensive rebound. Pulls it back to McCarthy, who shoots another 3. This time, cleans the rim to get that ball to go in.
McCarthy, let's see if he can get things going. He's only got 1 point. Now make it 4 points, I should say, in this ball game. But he's like so many. Once they see one go through, they start really looking for extra shots.
As Terrafirma trying to go on a run of their own, Calvo almost loses it. Finds Kamson. Kamson shoots a 3, hit one earlier, misses this time.
That would have been big. That would have given them back the lead.
Malik C is against MGR, and Malik C fires a quick timeout for Meralco to stop this run by Terrafirma.
Yeah, so after the last timeout, Terrafirma made their adjustments, started getting the shots they wanted, like that one from Rashawn McCarthy. And now it's Coach Norman Black's turn to call this timeout and make his counter adjustments.
We'll be back in a bit. This timeout's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And back to the ball game, and we'll talk about the standings right now. As you see, Meralco ball second in the standings as Terrafirma is down there in, let me see, my math is correct, 9th or 10th.
They are 10. You know, we talked about it. This is two teams chasing a spot versus chasing the top. You know, Terrafirma just looking to eke their way into the next round, the playoffs, in a good position. Whereas Meralco is actually just trying to stay, you know, in that number 2 position, so they have that twice to beat.
All right, as Alvin Pasaol draws the foul against MGR using his heft, they say, to get that foul against MGR.
This is another exciting player. I mean, a lot of people don't realize how good Alvin Pasaol is. You know, he's obviously, you know, when you look at the stat sheet, you'll understand it. But when you look at him, you're like, how good could this guy possibly be?
But he is he's a firecracker in offense.
Exactly. He is so effective. You know, and he comes off the bench. He gives Coach Norman Black exactly what he wants, which is, you know, just a different look.
Not missing free throws, though.
Free throws, not his strength.
But he gets that.
But the intangibles like that, offensive boards, defensive boards, he's always there in the mix. His basketball IQ is off the charts. And everybody respects him because they know he's not the biggest guy, but you know what you get when you put him on the court, which is a guy who's going to look for his shot, get his offense, get other guys involved if possible, and just go for everything. If there's a loose ball, he's there. If there's a rebound to be had, he's going for it.
And let's see what he will do this time as he's trying to post up MGR once again.
Giving away about 4 or 5 inches there.
Pretty good at one-on-one offense, as we've seen from his 3x3 time. Pasaol fades away, he can do that. No go as Hamito gets the rebound. That's his shot, see? That is his spot.
That's the guy you do not want to leave. You talked about him being so effective in college from those corners. Well, he's sort of translated that into, say, pretty good, you know, corner shooting in the pros as well.
As Calvo trying to find MGR's turn against Pasaol. MGR floats it, but Gabayni is there for the rebound. 3 seconds on the shot clock for Gabayni. Gabayni just using his heft. Gets that shot to go in and draws the foul.
Gabayni just barreling down 2 bolts. Just showing how big and strong he is. He's a guy I'd rather have on my side than against. Look at him go once again against Hugdata, who tries to take the charge, but a little bit too late there.
I'm sure you're happy seeing a bit of old school basketball from Gabayni.
You know what we've been seeing a lot, though, honestly, is a lot more physicality in the PBA in recent times. And I think there's some blood there.
As Hamito took a shot to the face and definitely a cut in his right eyebrow. It's part of the game, you know.
That's not good, but yeah, we've all had those. If you've played basketball long enough, it just happens.
As Nonay Baclao is in the game, hasn't played much for Meralco this season. But without Hodge, without Newsome, he's needed here. And the Bolts really need some good minutes from Baclao as Terrafirma counters back with 3 points of their own, down 2 once again.
Let's see if Baclao can give them a lift. Fresh off the bench.
Under 2 minutes remaining, and Pasaol shoots that floater, hits that floater.
He's so fun to watch.
And he can shoot that floater, shoot that 3. He can do it all on the court offensively as Kamson now drives inside, draws the foul against Baclao.
They're going to get the defender for arm barring, which you really can't do. So look once again, Alvin coming in, sort of a baby jump hook, teardrop over Joseph Gabayni. Man, he's fun.
As Kamson now heads to the line for 2 free throws.
Missed his first 2, makes that one though. It's 4 points for Eric Kamson. We look at Alvin, always ready for offense. Pasaol.
As let's see if Kamson cuts into this lead for Terrafirma, who's been hanging in there in this 3rd quarter. Meralco trying to blow this game open, but Terrafirma still right there, always countering with some offense of their own. Pasaol feeling it, shoots that 3, overshoots it though.
Good defense there by MGR.
McCarthy finds Kamson, drives inside. Nice move by Eric Kamson.
Wow.
Didn't know he had that in him.
He was so deep under the basket. I'm like, he's gonna like throw the ball off the bottom of the rim. It's gonna come down and hit him in the face. But a great move by him to finish on the other side using the rim as an extra defender.
Ara drives inside, fakes, finds Ugnatan. Ugnatan likes that short jumper, misses as Gabayni gets a rebound.
Again, both teams not shooting particularly great from outside. No one's really had a super amazing run where they string a few or a couple in a row.
Pasaol goes 1-on-3. Good defense by MGR, and that is a foul on MGR against Pasaol.
Yeah, I'm sure Alvin Pasaol is like, I don't care who's in front of me. You can put the best defender in the world, I'm still gonna attack him. And that's what you love about him. I mean, just fearless.
And Pasaol will get rewarded if that's a shooting foul. But the referees are not calling it a shooting foul. They're just saying it's a regular foul.
On the ground.
So that is the fifth team foul for Terrafirma. As Jackson is back in the ball game, Karam handling it with 20 seconds on the shot clock, 30 seconds on the game clock. Jackson handling it, finds Baclao. Baclao shoots that short jumper, hits that short jumper. So Noy Baclao on the stat sheet right now.
There he is, and that's why Noy has really made a nice career, just sticking around. You know, by plays like that, you leave him open, he'll burn you. You know, doesn't really try to force anything. He doesn't require the ball to get his offense going.
McCarthy turns on the Jets, drives inside, just misses it.
Gabayni.
Gabayni with 2 seconds. Gabayni, the putback is no good for Joseph Gabayni. As Terrafirma missed its chance in that sequence as Meralco takes a 3-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a bit. This is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Back to the ball game as you see Alvin Pasaol carrying Meralco in that third quarter with 8 points to go with 4 rebounds and 2 3-pointers. What a spark off the bench for Coach Norman Black. Alvin Pasaol with a really good game so far.
Yeah, he's really filling in the gaps. Again, I always look at when guys are out, it gives opportunity to others. Right now, Hodge and Newsom not available for his team, so it's his chance to step up and get some good quality playing time, and if he gets the opportunity to take those shots, he should go for it.
Terrafirma still in this ball game, just down by 3 as Chongson is in the game against Jackson. Uses as Gabayni screen gets doubled. Batilier thought about it, drives. Batilier finds a seam. No, Ramos gets the putback and go in.
Again, we're going to talk about counter adjustments to the counter adjustments now, because obviously Terrafirma realizes they lost that quarter. We're going to see if they can somehow stop the heroics of Alvin Gabayni.
Pasaol hits again, just uses that height over Batilier. Hits that short jumper.
Just faced up to him. I mean, that's just saying, you know, I can go through your defense. Maybe I don't respect your defense. They have to do a better job of turning his back.
Batilier finds Ramos. Ramos shoots that 3. Hits that 3-pointer.
There's Ramos. Again, we keep talking about him, but it's just so obvious. This guy is just
consistent.
Very, very
so
consistent.
With that jumper. Pasaol again wants to go against Batilier.
13.
Finds Hugnatan. Hugnatan with a crossover. Draws the foul against Ramos. Hits the shot.
Again, he made it happen. He really went hard, and instead of just going to the rim, you can see it. He'll kind of jump a little bit to his right, jumps right into the chest of Aldrich Ramos, forcing the
Vertical
ref.
jump. Vertical leap. Just kidding.
Nice, we'll call it a diagonal latfert into
That
Ramos.
2-inch vertical leap by...
Hey, call it whatever you want to call it. I call it a three-point play.
Exactly. And it gives Meralco a 3-point lead as Terrafirma looks to counter back on the other end as Calvo drives,
Nice
finds
job.
Ramos, nice pass,
Oh!
nice defense by Baclao.
Baclao showing them nice legs of his after all these years.
Pasaol just
That's
misses the
everything
gimme
but the
layup.
shot. He tried to do a little showboat and look at the defender. Now he's embarrassed. Just got to go up clean. Don't need to showboat too much.
Oh man, what a pass by Cara. Just no looks it to Pasaol. And
And then he
Pasaol
lost the ball.
just smiling at Bateler. You know what they call that, Vince?
Oops.
Karma.
Karma. Yeah, maybe.
But Hugnatan again on the other end gets bucket to go in plus the foul.
Raynel Hugnatan has done it for many, many years and continues to shine even towards the, let's say, the fourth quarter of his career. Looking really good there.
Still coming out clutch for Meralco.
And he's always been a big, game player. When you need him the most, that's when he shows up. And, in games like this, fourth quarter's obviously the most important. And there you see Ray.
And he gives his team a 6-point lead off of 6 straight points.
See if Chonks can get going too. Be
Jokson
quiet.
finds Ramos. Ramos tries to hit another 3-pointer, misses. So Meralco comes up with the defensive stop. Let's see where Karam goes with this play. Hugnatan finds Jackson. Passing from a screen from Baclao. Jackson, what a crossover by Jackson. Shoots that 3-pointer. Calvo with a rebound. Calvo running down court. Spins. Ball gets hit. And 2 shots for JP Calvo off of foul from Adjocaro.
When Calvo got that ball, I thought that, I'm not going to critique too much, but I think Kamson would have been better just to get wide and just fill the lane. But he elected to go right down the middle. So Calvo's options were kind of limited because you have your own players too close. You can't really pass it to him. I think he would have given himself another option if he had just gotten wide, filled the lanes, and just did basically it was a 2-on-2 break.
Calvo gets rewarded with the trip to the line as he makes the first one. What have you seen so far from JP Calvo in this game?
He's been a spark plug. I mean, he's quick, obviously. He's got good straight-ahead speed. He plays good hard-nosed defense. Obviously, he's got some growth to do, really becoming a bona fide point guard who really runs the offense for his team. But, he's pesky, that's for sure, on defense.
Nathan against Ramos, and Ramos gives up the foul again. So
these guys have played against each other probably more times than calculus can muster up. But
that is 3 early fouls, 3 early team fouls for Terrafirma here in the fourth quarter. So that's going to be a big storyline if they get into the penalty early.
Double team. Oh, Gamble. Who's open?
Baclao hits one earlier, misses this time as Bateler comes up with a loose ball. Bonbon using that comes on screen. Thought about it.
Double.
And that's a double dribble for Bateler.
Got caught in the middle of thinking pass or dribble again. So a sorry turnover for the Dyip. Again, I know they're playing against the second best team right now as far as the standings goes, but I honestly expected a little more from them at this juncture.
That's another foul, this time against Bateler. So that is the 4th team foul on Terrafirma. So we still have 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of time left.
But Terrafirma getting close to penalty situation. as Batelier gets subbed out of the game in favor of MGR. He's being posted up against by Pasaol. Pasaol loses it. Nice defense by MGR. MGR no looks it to Zelda, who almost loses the basketball. Kamson finds Wami. He's being hounded by Kara. Wami pushes off, shoots that fadeaway, misses. Loose ball goes to Pasaol. Jackson all the way alone. No go for Jackson. So Meralco missing those easy buckets.
Nice pass there by Jackson, though.
Zelda with the basketball now. Zelda against Jackson, finds Ramos for three. That is a big miss by Ramos. He thought that was going to go in.
In and out. Yeah, so the Jeep are getting some of the good shots that they wanted. Not able to find the bottom of the net.
So Nathan looks to go against Ramos again. Got the better of him this quarter. And that is another foul against Ramos and Terrafirma. So that is the fifth team foul already by Terrafirma with 8 minutes still remaining here in the fourth quarter. So
That's 5 team fouls for Terrafirma.
after this one, it's going to be a penalty. All shots for Meralco from here on out.
So Rosser with 4 fouls, Ramos with 3 fouls, Kamson with 2 fouls. The bigs of the Jeep better watch out.
Ramos being posted up by Nathan. Nathan shoots that fadeaway, misses it. Delta comes up with the rebound. Delta uses that Ramos screen, drives inside, finds Kamson to Ramos. Ramos drives against Nathan, and that is an offensive foul by Ramos. Our referees called it an offensive foul.
Terrafirma, I think, has a legitimate gripe here because they're both saying he was standing on the
Inside the
arc.
The arc.
We'll see it on the replay if he was, because if his feet are anywhere on the arc, even if it's just his heel, then it should be a block. And you can't see it from this angle.
Let's see from
Or
this
he's
angle.
in front. Is he in front? It's tough to tell. It's close. No matter what, a referee's life is never easy.
And their score is 81-77. Meralco leads Terrafirma by 4 points. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. This time it's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of PBA. And we're back here at the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. Our games tomorrow, Northport Batang Pier against Magnolia Hotshots, San Miguel Beerman versus Phoenix Super LPG, and our last game, Barangay Nebra versus the Alaska Aces. So a lot of great games happening tomorrow, but we're talking about this one first. Terrafirma down by 4 points against Meralco, as Meralco is bringing the ball down against Kara is against Zelda. Trying to find his teammate, gets it to Pasaol. Pasaol likes this matchup against MGR. He's been taking advantage of this matchup. Shoots that floater, doesn't go. MGR comes up with a loose ball.
Pasaol just reaching in, getting that offensive or that foul on the rebound. MGR coming up a little chirpy.
So Vince, even Terrafirma struggling a bit here in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
They're still just within 4 points.
Yeah, it's not been a high-scoring quarter for either team. So far, Meralco is leading 8-7. I think it's a matter of just simple basketball execution, and whoever gets hot, he can go on a run. It's a big deal here.
MGR shoots that floater, finally
There we
gets away and uses that bank shot really well.
Yeah, he's done a good job from other aspects. making 8 boards and 4 assists for MGR, and that's his 4th point.
Hardy tried to go for that steal as Meralco just airballs it. Pinto comes up with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 5 now. Karam, let's see if he recognizes it. Does. Shoots that. Fadeaway 3. Backs it in.
What a monster shot by Karam. Time expiring. 10 points for him now.
Andrew Karam looking like he called back on that shot. As Terrafirma needs to find a way to score on this possession. Zelda. As Karam is in the middle of that once again, and that is another foul on Terrafirma, but that will lead to 2 shots from Meralco.
Yeah, those are sorry turnovers.
That is like the fourth.
Look at Eric Kamson just pulling everybody together, saying, hey guys, forget it, let's play basketball. Just look at that really huge shot by Karam with shot clock expiring. Kamson, the leader that he is, pulling everybody together, saying, hey guys, this is enough. Stop turning the ball over and just play basketball.
And that is like the 4th steal by Karam on the same kind of play. Every time Terrafirma tries to kick it out to their big, Karam is there to tap the ball away. As I think they called it a clear path foul.
I think so.
As Pinto is close to the line.
Look at Karam. 4 points, and I believe 4 steals for him. So, you know, you have to at least make an effort to wipe at the ball and not just the man. You know, at least make it look like it. But he just obviously just grabbed Pinto in the chest there. So pretty easy call for the ref, especially on the replay.
As Meralco still has possession after those 2 free throws. Karam gets it to Baclao. Pinto using that Baclao screen. Drive, shoots a floater with a shot by John Pinto. Just couldn't make it. McCarthy gets a rebound. Terrafirma still has a lot of time. Just down by 7 points. McCarthy driving to the left. Finds Gabaini inside. Gabaini has been quiet. Ball gets stolen away from him by Quinto. Good defense by Bong Quinto.
Nice quick hands by Quinto.
Nathan now has it for Meralco. Karam directing traffic. Karam finds Ugnatan. Ugnatan likes
nice.
to smash up. What a spin move by Reynel Ugnatan.
Reynel Ugnatan looking like Hakeem Elijah on there. Nice spin move for him. Gets himself free.
Kamson, nobody on him. Shoots that 3. Short for Kamson not taking advantage.
Once again, Terrafirma offense looking a bit stagnant. Kind of settling for whatever shot. Really not getting good shots within the framework of their offense.
Quinto now. Using that Baclao screen. Quinto looking to attack against Chongson. Kicks it out to Karam. Karam hit the 3-pointer earlier. Finds Pinto. Open 3. Beats the buzzer. No go for John Pinto as Terrafirma has under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter to make a comeback. McCarthy handling the basketball. McCarthy finds Gabaini again. Gabaini misses a gimme once again.
That's tough. They've missed a bunch of those, haven't they? Right under the basket. So the Dyip have had their opportunities.
As Meralco is trying to waste a bit of time here at the end of the 4th quarter, but they call a timeout as they're up by 9 points, 88-79. Let's see the last play by Reynel Ugnatan.
That nice spin just leaves MGR in his dust.
Look at that spin.
Where'd you
cycle.
go?
What a layup using his left hand. Showing us that youthful footwork, and we'll be back in a bit as Meralco is up by 9. This is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021. And we're back as guys, gusto mo ba ng kakaibang viewing experience sa PBA? Register to join the PBA virtual fan experience and become a Bida fan. Dahil dito sa PBA tayo ang Bida. Registration link will be posted a day before each PBA day on PBA, PBA Rush, TV5, and One Sports Facebook page.
Whoa! Big shot there by Karam. 13 points in the ballgame for him. And Meralco really stretching out this lead.
As Terrafirma looks like they're running out of gas here in the fourth quarter. As Karam just pouring into points. Swami tries to go for that quick three-pointer. Matter for the loose ball as McCarthy taps it away. Meralco will get the ball back with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Whammy asking for the foul when he got hit on the shot there. Speaking of making shots, look at this kid. Karam come up with a couple big ones.
2 big threes here in the fourth quarter for Adjo Karam. And points to the sky. What a fourth quarter for Adjo Karam so far. Playing good defense, giving us a bit of offense as well, as Pinto is handling the basketball for Meralco against McCarthy. Finds Almazan, that's his shot, short jumper, short for Raymond.
Again, it's not impossible. Terrafirma's just gotta have a good set. You gotta, it's not must-score time, but they gotta at least get a good shot.
As McCarthy misses that three-pointer.
And that three was off of no passes whatsoever. Again, their offense really sputtering.
As Ugnata now has the basketball, finds Pinto for Meralco. And that is another foul.
For what purpose, I don't know. He just, Sean just came over and bulldogged him. I think he's just mad that his team's not playing well right now, but no
and
sense.
He's personally missing his shots as well. So maybe a bit of frustration for McCarthy?
Perhaps. But they'll send this guy to the line, Nards Pinto, who generally is a pretty good free throw shooter, but not that time.
Generally. But misses that first one.
I should be a lawyer. Generally.
Words
not
do
always.
count. Specifics do count.
Yes.
As Pinto misses both free throws. So a big break for Terrafirma. MGR drives. Finds Calvo for three. Too strong. Battle for the loose ball. Goes to Ugnatan.
It seems to me that the Jeep's offense is a little too predictable right now. And, you know, the Bolts are really capitalizing and they're really keying in on those shooters. They really, I think they should do some kind of a motion set or do something to get some screens going, get player movement going. But the last couple of times down court have not been, you know, fluid types of offenses.
And they get another chance, though, as Reynel Hugnatan gets called for an offensive foul, trying to give a screen. So here's MGR once again with the basketball. Gets it to Camson. Camson trying to find Batilier. Batilier finds Ramos. Ramos steps to the side, shoots a jumper. That is short. Battle for the loose ball will go to Raymond Almazan. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here before. Quinto again. Now against MGR. He likes this matchup. Drives inside. Almazan, nice pass to Raymond Almazan.
That's what you need to do. That's the kind of offense Terrafirma should be doing as well. Driving, getting deep penetration, drive, draw, dish. Ito, is known for being a big scorer, especially in today's game where he has 17 points. So obviously the defense collapses and he drops it off.
And we'll be back after this timeout. The score is 93-79 in favor of the Meralco Bolts. And we're back to the ball game as Meralco has just poured it on here in the fourth quarter as they lead by double digits. Nards, we're talking about Adjo Karam with 13 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Vince, what can you say about his performance?
Well, I can say a lot. This kid came ready to ball today. Really putting his worker's cap on and doing what needs to be done for his team. Again, not a flashy guy. Generally just taking the shots you give him, and he does it so well.
As Roosevelt Adams is in the ball game for Terrafirma, but Aldrich Ramos misses on that open three. As Terrafirma trying to find a way to score, but Meralco just poured it on here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 14 as Hugnatan wants to go against Adams, finds Quito, corner three, doesn't go. Calvo gets a rebound.
It's must-score time now for Terrafirma. They want a chance to get back in this game. They got to make something happen right now.
Batelier drives, finds
there it
Ramos.
is.
Nice pass by Batelier.
There you go. They got the deep penetration. Wide open shot for Ramos. Again, 12 points. It's a lot, but it's not impossible. Ask Magnolia.
I was going to ask, maybe ask Magnolia, because they had the same lead.
I think it was 13, in fact.
As Quinta's handling the basketball, being double teamed. Meralco finds a way to cross that half court with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Adam handling it. Adam using that Almazan screen. Finds Jackson. Back to Almazan against Ramos. Shoots that short hook shot. What a big shot by Raymond Almazan.
Under duress. That's a dagger right there. Nice little one-hander for Raymond.
14-point lead for Meralco. Let's see where Terrafirma will get their offense here in the last minute of the ball game. Adams shoots at three. He can shoot that. Too strong. Almazan gets it to Quito.
I'm sure Meralco's just going to pull it back, use as much shot clock as they can. Not shooting until there's maybe about 5 or 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Meralco
no need to
putting
rush
on
anything.
The finishing touches.
Yeah, the block was solid from Aldrich Ramos upstairs, but coming down, Quito, I think, touched it, so he was already standing out of bounds. So possession will go back to Terrafirma.
So 14-point game, 34 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Meralco looks like it's in good shape to win this ball game, unless Terrafirma got T-Mac on their side. But
they kind of do with the way Whammy Chongson was playing a couple games ago. There's a nice shot. Again, is it a case of too little, too late? Maybe. It's just not a lot of time. Only 15 seconds left.
As Terrafirma trying to hound the basketball, and our referees are letting that go, and Meralco will just hold on to the basketball to end this ball game as they put up a great fourth quarter, Vince, to come away with this 95-83 victory.
Yeah, it was a great effort by both teams, but Meralco just better execution, especially in the second half, and it was a well fought victory for them, and they're just proving why they're number 2 in this league.
All right, and that is our final score. We're going to be talking about our next level player of the game, and we're going to be talking about Karam, Andrew Karam, who just did a little bit of everything in this ball game with 13 points, 5 assists, and those big steals.
Yeah, and look at that, 75% from three-point land, 5 out of 6 from the field, and like I said, they weren't just points, they were quality points. Shot clock going down, big shot time. He was ready to make it and take it.
And once again, Andrew Karam is our next level player of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. So what a win so far by Meralco to keep them in the top 2 spot in our conference, and Blackwater now down to second to the last place at 3-7. So a lot of catching up for Terrafirma as Meralco secures their bid for that second spot in our conference.
Now the real question as well for Meralco is how are they going to respond, because they got another game in just 2 days. It's not going to be an easy game as well. So again, there's just a lot of things that are happening. It's wild and woolly. The race is to 11 games. Some teams only have 1 game left. Some have 5 games or 4 games left. So some are going to be playing catch-up. So they're going to be playing quick really back-to-back games.
And let's throw it to Coach Norman Black and Anjo for their press questions.
Our Meralco Bolts head coach Norman Black and our best player of the game, Anjo Karam. Congratulations, coach. Congratulations,
Thank
Anjo.
you.
Welcome back. Anjo, it's been a while since you last played. How does it feel to be back? Then you won tonight.
First of all, I want to thank God for this win. It feels great then. My job with this team lang is to be ready lang whenever coach calls me to play inside. And pinag-usapan namin as a collective unit na if you want to win this game, we have to do it together. Magtulungan kami inside the court, and that worked for us very well in this game.
Thank you, Anjo. Coach, you're several men down. What aspect of the opposing team did you focus on coming into the game?
I couldn't hear the question.
Sorry, Coach. Coach, you're several men down. What aspect of the opposing team did you focus on coming into the game?
Well, we always study the other team and prepare for their offense and defense. But tonight, I felt it was more about us. We're missing two key players because of the health protocols in the PBA. And what we talked about is exactly what Anjo said, which is we just have to play together and play for one another. That was very important tonight. It was a very tough game against Terrafirma, but our defense held up in the second half, and the guys came up with big shots. I think everybody really contributed at some point of the game, and I can really say it was a team victory tonight.
Thank you very much, Coach. Coach, can you talk about Aaron?
I just got word that he hurt his hand, but he didn't break it. So I'm not sure how serious it is. He had to go to the hospital to get x-rays. So we'll figure it out later, but at least it's no broken bones, and hopefully he'll heal as quickly as possible. I'm really happy for Anjo for stepping in and playing great for us today and being the best player. And even the other guards, Travis Jackson and Nards Pinto did a good job at the point guard position. So it's nice to have the next man come up and play well.
Coach, you said that about Newsom and Hodge.
Yes.
When do you think will they be coming back?
Well, I'm pretty sure that they won't be back in our next game because that game is on Saturday. But I'm counting on them to be back by the next time we play after that, which I'm not really sure what the schedule is, but whenever we play next week, they should be back already.
Thank you very much, Coach. Now we turn you over to our press friends. First up is Mr. Ruben Terrado.
Coach, good afternoon.
Good
Coach,
afternoon.
how was the preparation like? How difficult was it? And also in the game, we noticed some of your coaches were also not there. So how difficult was it also coaching during the game?
Yes, some of my coaches as well as my manager are also affected by the health protocols, so they're not here. So even the coaching staff was a little bit undermanned tonight. We were off for 2 weeks, so when that happens in the middle of a season, you never have any idea how your team's going to play when you come back. I thought we were very rusty in the first half. We did not do a very good job rebounding the basketball in the second quarter. But in the second half, we did rebound the ball better. We were getting some shots to go. We were able to take advantage of some matchups that we thought were good for us, and we came up with the victory.
And that is it for the ball game, and let's show you some game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. In that first quarter, Bong Hito just doing a bit of everything to kickstart the offense of Meralco as Ginto just shows us his athleticism with that beautiful dunk. As you can see, he's just doing a bit of everything in that first half, just leading the way for Meralco, providing a lot of energy, but Terrafirma always had an answer in this game. Aldis Ramos doing what he does best with those with those short jumpers. But Alain Maliksi in that first half also poured in 9 points in the first half. So a pretty good game for Meralco to start it off, and they led in the first half by 6. But in the second, Terrafirma cut into that lead off of Joseph Gabaini just showing his power down low. And he made a lot of shots for Terrafirma in that second quarter. As we see in these highlights, just drawing fouls, using that heft, using that height against the smaller Meralco team in that second quarter. And they cut that lead and actually took a small lead in that second quarter. But Meralco always had an answer on the other hand to stave off Terrafirma in this ball game. As we see a beautiful move by Zelda, just faking everybody, including us, with that layup. But Meralco, as I said, still had an answer to take a 1-point lead at the half. And in that third quarter, Meralco just always had an offensive option as Maliksi hits that three-pointer. Terrafirma really trying to find any kind of offense as McCarthy really was just looking for his shot in that third quarter off of that second chance look. It's his only three-pointer of the ball game. But Meralco finds Pasaol in his favorite corner three spot. He hit two in that third quarter to give Meralco a bit of a breathing room as he scored 8 points alone in that third quarter to give Meralco a pretty good lead heading into the fourth quarter. They lead 73-70, but in the fourth quarter it was all Meralco as Anjo Karam just led the way, including this banker three just to beat the shot clock. And he was the best player of the game with 13 points, and Nathan just showing us the footwork with that beautiful spin move. Just confusing everybody. Using that left hand, using the light steps, and Karam just shoots another three-pointer to beat the shot clock to break the hearts of the Terrafirma Jeep players. And to put on the finishing touches, we see Raymond Almazan off of a beautiful pass by Bong Quinto to give Meralco a 14-point lead, and they come away with a victory in this ball game, 95-83. Once again, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back for another game between the Blackwater Bossing and the NLEX Road Warriors. My name is Andre Co. Together with my partner Vince Heasdon, we'll see you guys in a short while. Once again, this is the Honda PBA Philippine Cup 2021.